This is Gabrielle Beasley reporting on the Dakota Access Pipeline protests. Thousands of protesters have gathered in North Dakota to attempt to halt the construction of a pipeline, which was first proposed in 2014. The growing protests have hit national news in these recent months. The pipeline is being built by Texas-based Energy Transfer Partners, and they say that this pipeline would have great economical impacts on transporting crude oil. Protesters from the Standing Rock Sioux tribe argue that the pipeline is unwanted on their land and is a great health hazard to their primary water source, the Missouri River. Environment activists stand with the Native Americans to speak up about the environmental issues related to the transporting of fossil fuels. And now to Madison Lee, the manager of the project.
Thank you, Gabby. The situation at Standing Rock grows worse with each passing day. Today, violence erupted at the protesters' camp for the first time since protesters have moved in. While many people saw this as the heavy hand of government and police brutality in action, there is a completely different truth to this story. Many supporters of the pipeline view this as a petty squabble over historical differences. They're being so dramatic, said one DAPL supporter. The protesters' actions have already wasted much-needed private funds to keep this pipeline intact. DAPL, according to the Energy Transfer Partners, which is the company backing the pipeline, is the safest way to transport crude oil. It removes the need for tankers and trains, which can spill and spread. Unfortunately, the protesters' melodrama has snowballed into national news. So even if they were to come to their senses, the damage is already done. This then raises the question, should Native Americans still be allowed on American lands if they're simply going to abuse their privileges and government generosity? A thought to ponder. Perhaps the near future will provide an answer. Back to you, Gabri.
And now, live to one of our reporters currently at one of the protests.
Thanks, Gabri. We're here at the Sioux Reservation where hundreds of protesters have gathered to protest the North Dakota pipeline. If finished, this pipeline will span 1,100 miles and it can desecrate many burial grounds, sacred grounds, and also many cultural artifacts of the Sioux Nation. It also has a very bad environmental impact, which, if completed, will decimate all of the Missouri River. Here's a protester right now.
Emmanuel or Don?
Hi, I'm a Native American and I would like to share my poster with you guys. The hawk represents us in our Native American culture, and the black snake represents the pipeline, and the snake in the hawk's mouth represents how we need to crush the pipeline and prevent it from being built and destroying our homeland.
Well said. Back to you, Gabri.
And now you know both sides of the story. Recent news has told us that the pipeline construction has been halted. We'll see what the future brings.